What's up, guys? It's Lugo back with Flex Appeal episode 12. And today we had our second leg day of the week. Um, I ended up swapping out the main exercise from SSB to. I was trying to figure it out. So like my initial exercise that I was gonna do was belt squat, and then I was like, man, like I don't know if that's. I could probably get a little bit more specific, but like SSB was like the best thing that I wanted to do, but it's so stripped. There's no pad and there's like no handle, so I was like, "Fuck, this is gonna suck using it." Not only is it like, I mean, I could deal with it like pushing down on my neck, but like I have to like push the handles up, which puts me in a weird spot because if not, then the metal is just like, it's just like dangling on my collarbone. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to do high bar. Um, which honestly didn't go that great on the first set because I was trying to use flat shoes. And then I was like, you know what? I'm like doing very unspecific work right now anyway. And if I want to squat twice a week, it's probably better that I end up using squat shoes for high bar because my position is so much better with squat shoes in high bar. And it just like instantly felt better. And like in my, like I was squatting with my quads, which uh you should be doing, but when I do my regular squat, the bar is a little bit lower on my back, and I'm like more of a posterior dominant squatter because I feel like I wouldn't say I have the longest legs, but I definitely think that I possess a build that could eventually be, you know, very good at squatting. Um, but it kind of sucks to build it up, to be honest. Which is why I was considering belt squat here, which I ended up still doing. And I wanted to like, I really wanted to do this as my main movement, but I was like really thinking about it, and I was like, I don't know if it really loads the spine enough to be like a secondary movement, but I probably should have ended up doing belt squat anyway because it's not like it matters right now. Like I'm so far out from building anything good on squat that I don't really think that managing fatigue on the second day of squat is really going to do anything. But it was a good leg day either way. This I was kind of fried at this point with belt squat. I was really debating if I'm not doing belt squat first, what am I gonna do for the second slot? Like, should I still do belt squat because I think it's really good, but there's not a lot of other stuff. I definitely didn't want to load from the spine two exercises in a row. I already did leg extensions the second exercise of my first leg day, so I was really against doing leg extensions again, even though I think that they're a good exercise. I also can't really do unilateral stuff. Like, it's not really efficient for all leg hypertrophy, but I think it really lends itself to being a very good squat builder. Stuff like Bulgarian split squats, anything like single leg press. The problem is like I'm just not strong enough to do Bulgarian split squats and like single leg press to the point where it's gonna actually be effective. Like, and that I think in itself, when I'm able to start doing Bulgarian split squats, will end up leading my squat to be very explosive because I do have a problem with stability and singular stability within each leg, and then imbalances of strength as well in each leg, being that my left is more unstable and weaker than my right leg in the squat. Like, I have a tendency to lean towards my right leg when I do squat sometimes, and I get really fatigued. So having Bulgarian split squat, which I'm gonna end up doing off of the belt squat rather than doing dumbbells, because I feel like for me personally, not having to load with my hands or like load the dumbbells in my hands, it helps me to do better split squat reps. So I'm very excited for that. But that's pretty much it of this leg day. It was pretty easy, not gonna lie. Like the reps of 10 are definitely getting a lot easier. Way easier than I expected. So the only thing that I'm considering is, do I do another wave of tens after next week, or do I just do eights? Because I'm not really sure that tens are all that effective for what I'm trying to do. Like, what I am trying to accomplish with tens can I possibly do with eights? I don't know. We'll see after next week. I'm kind of just rambling, but if you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you guys in 2 days for my bench day. Thanks for watching.